Did you know that your baby's learning journey begins from the womb, in the womb, not outside of the womb, ranging from the music that they hear to the emotions that you as their mother feel? In other words, your environment is shaping their future. So are you an expectant mother or a new mom? It is imperative for you to know the role and the impact that you make in the life of your born children, in their development, their growth process. You have a crucial role to play. And there's something that I'm going to be sharing with us before the end of this video, which you really need to know as a mother, an expectant mother, a new mom. If you are here because of this, you are not in the wrong place. You are just on time. Kindly do well to like, share, subscribe if you like what I talk about. Welcome. This is Motivational TV. You already know that. So we're going to be delving into something really, really deep. Everybody wants their kids to be greater and better than them. And a lot of us think all of the assignment, all of the responsibilities are to teachers. No, mother, you are the first teacher of your kids. And this teaching experience begins from the womb. If you can do this, then guess what? You might be giving birth to a genius. Of course, you heard me right. So I'm going to be opening up a lot of things because I decided to go on research. Yes, online, to bring out these points I'm going to be sharing with you before giving you the secret code that I have in heart to tell you. I actually shared with a lot of people and somebody said, I'm going to be homeschooling my kids. You heard that? I don't know about you, but maybe at the end of this video, you are going to be making such decision as well. Okay, so I realized something. I learned something that the children's sensory development, they've got 4 sensory development in the womb, which a lot of us, especially as mothers, don't know exists. We always think that as long as the child is not born yet, it doesn't know of anything happening in the outside world. That's a lie. Of course, they're living beings as well, forming to become the baby that you so desire, and then wait 9, 10, 11 months for some who are expecting twins, triplets to deliver them. And we think that is when education or growth begins in the life of the children or our babies. But that's not it. Knowledge is power. Ignorance is what we pay for. And I'm glad you're here today because I'm going to be sharing with us 4 sensory developments that these kids already own in the womb. 4, hearing, vision, touch, taste, and smell. Number 1, hearing. Babies can detect sound outside the womb from around 18 to 20 months. Whoa. They can recognize their mother's voice and other familiar sounds. A lot of us don't know about this. Hearing. So what do you say around your kids? What are the things that go on around the environment where you live in? I understand that we may not have the money to, rent in an apartment in an area that is more conducive with well-sane people and not in a garage kind of area that without all around and insultive words here and there. But you have to guard what your kids hear. And not only when they are born, but while they are in their womb, in their mother's womb. Are you a father or a mother who daily quarrels, have misunderstanding? Guess what? Your kid, your baby is listening. He can hear you. Abusive words you use all the time, he can hear you. So now is the time to, reshaping a whole lot of things about you because of what you are expecting as a mother. And if you're already a new mom, you already have a child, okay, what am I going to do? Listen, it applies to every newborn baby as well. As long as they are born, you have a role to play in their lives. So talk encouraging words to them, words of affirmation. This will help them flee from low self-esteem if you build them in such a way that every day you tell them you are strong, you are brilliant, you are great. You constantly repeat this to their mind. Read books to them, read histories, things you want them to drop their passion into, whatever form. But play your role and make sure that they only listen to positive words and not negative words. Mathematics, read it to them. Board mass, multiplication table, play the tapes, messages, build them, they can hear. Even if they're still in your womb as expectant mothers, you can play the tapes, play it close to you. There are wonderful movies that are educative, play it close to you, they can hear you. And number 2, visions. Although their eyes are closed, babies can detect light and darkness from around 16 weeks. So they can see, they can detect, even though they are in the womb. Amazed, right? Number 3, touch. Babies can feel movement and pressure from around 12 weeks. Movement and pressure from around 12 weeks. In other words, sometimes as mothers, I don't know if you felt it, but you see some expectant mothers, when you sleep with the side of your tummy, sometimes you don't feel comfortable as a pregnant mother, and you just want to, the moment you turn to the other side, you just feel, oh my, that is the child telling you what to do. Movement, touch. Sometimes you just feel a kick. Sometimes when you are excited, they just show their own expression and you just don't know it. Sometimes when you are down, they show an expression from within that, mommy, it will be fine. As a mother, listen to your kids. Listen to your unborn babies, not only when they are born. And now, number 4, taste and smell. Number 4, sensory development, taste and smell. Babies can detect different flavors and odors in the amniotic fluid from around 12 to 14 weeks. Now, come on now. Why do you think that whenever it is you are pregnant, the things you normally would eat and crave for, you suddenly no longer crave for them? And the things you no longer desire, that you know, in fact, if they mention it in your dream, you will jack up from your sleep and say, no, I'm not eating. You began to crave for that. It is what the kids want. And sometimes we take things that we shouldn't have that somehow inconvenience us because it inconveniences your baby. I hope you guys are following. So as a mother, you have a huge role to play. If you are a father watching this, you can share it with your wife. If you have a fiancé hoping to get married soon, share it with them. This will go a long way in helping the society, because education begins from home. Not when they get to 2-3 years and you take them to school to resume school and leave the responsibility to the teachers. Make it easier for them out there. Begin from home. Another thing I'm going to be sharing is a connection to the outside world. Mother's voice, they connect to your voice, so talk to them. Music and rhythm, know the kind of music you play. God, there's some secular music that you shouldn't play in the ears of your kids. Because when they get to about 3-4 years, you wonder why they are behaving the way they are behaving and why they are dancing in some kind of way. And you're like, why are you behaving like a tout? Those are the music they listen to. So now regulate what they listen to from the womb. And number 3, their heart rate. Babies' heart rate can respond to external stimuli, such as music and their mother's voice. Sometimes you play a particular type of song and they kick. You just know that they love this. Sometimes take notes. After giving birth to these kids, when they are crying, play that particular music to those kids and watch what happens. Exactly, you heard me right. Watch what happens. Now, back to what I was about to share with you guys. Actually, I'm an educationist from the Department of Guidance and Counseling, and there was something that I actually learned, that if there is nothing else I took away from school, it's the simple truth that I never knew existed. Actually, I thought every baby was born, normal way. They just start life and you begin to teach them. But then I realized something, that every newborn baby is born with a blank slate. It's called tabula rasa. And what you feel in it determines what they produce, what they replicate outside when they are born. Or when they begin to, grow to a certain age where they begin to reason in a kind of way. So as a mother, from birth, know what you fill their blank slate with. A lot of our parents never realize this, so we fill our head with a lot of things that book no longer has space to enter. Why don't you start from birth? If you love to read your books with your kids, read stories to them, histories, why they are babies. Fill those blank slates with positive things before they grow up to a particular age where they no longer want to even pay attention to what you are saying any longer, but on the value you have inculcated in them that will help build them for the outside world. So mothers, new mom with a newborn, expectant mothers, your baby has a blank slate. What do you write there? When given a blank check, what do you write on the blank check? When given a child who has nothing and they told you and God told you or God tells you, fill it. So what your children will reflect tomorrow in the outside world as a result of what you put in them, what you fill in those blanks. If you don't fill the blank slate, listen, others will fill it for you. And no one wishes best for their kids more than the parent, more than the mother. If you don't feel it, the society will feel it. And we don't know what the society will fill it with. Peer group will feel it. Friends will feel it. So mothers, those who are anticipating to be mothers in the nearest future, those who are already married or engaged waiting to be married, this is the truth that you must know. So save yourself the stress. Feel it before the world feels it. So this is where I come to the end of this video, and I hope you really, really enjoy what I talk about. If you like what I talk about, I want to know your comments in the comment section below. And don't forget to put on your notification bell and subscribe to my channel. Actually, my goal was to hit 1,000 subscribers this year, and I need you guys to help me achieve that goal. All right. Okay, so I don't know what to say, but I've got a lot of playlists in stock for you. If you really want to check them out, kindly do well. I talk about faith, talk about relationship, talk about family and parenting, lifestyle, all of them in different playlists, and even life matters. You can do well to check those playlists and see the one that resonates with you. Until I come to you again some other time, this is Motivational TV, where truth and light meet. Thanks for watching, and do have a beautiful day. Bye. Jesus loves you so much. Yeah. Bye.